What's up, fellow collectors, and welcome back to another episode of Scream Time with KerbRider. We're going a bit early this month on the May 2026 Physical Media Rundown, and with me, as usual, I have my good buddy and physical media buddy, because I don't have a vocab this morning. It is Mr. Shane Hoffmann. How are you going, mate?
What's going on, Adam? It's as we always say, our time together seems to roll around quicker than last week, and it feels like last week that we did this. So
Yeah, this is we are yeah, like I said, we are doing this a little bit quicker, a little bit early because I mean I'm happy to do it earlier. We'll release this on the 6th of May rather than the 13th because there's a lot of titles I want to get ahead of and talk about and announce to that haven't really been made publicly known and widely known at the moment. So I've got a bit of a few scoops to get through, but we'll get there when we get there. Tune in and listen to some really exciting stuff that we're coming to Australia. But yeah, how have you been? You've had a good 3 weeks, 4 weeks? You've been cruisy?
it's been pretty flat chat with the work, but
Yeah.
hopefully a new job is in the pipeline and can change a
Yeah.
few things, and I might actually have a bit more energy to do other things in my life. So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Exciting times, mate. No, life updates from me. My life just does the same. I work and I podcast. That's basically it. We'll get on some talking points. First one I did talk about on my Instagram page, what am I called? KerbRider underscore screen time on Instagram. I did mention this, but All Interactive Distribution have secured the Roadshow physical media distribution rights in Australia, which is effectively Warner, and that will begin from the 1st of July this year. What that means entirely, I don't know, but what it does mean is that um, we might get some more of those Warner titles, maybe a bit sooner because there's a few that have been announced that we haven't been announced in Australia. Sleepers is a good. I think Sleepers is a Warner title, but anyway, we're going to start getting a few more, and the landscape for Roadshow may change a little bit. But the good news is that we'll be getting probably more titles. I would love to see them release those Warner Archive titles in Australia because we don't get those for some reason, and that's really frustrating. And I'll be putting my thoughts known on that to see if we can get them in Australia. Yeah, do you have any thoughts on that? What would you like to see from that merger?
I reckon that's huge. That's some of the biggest physical media
Hmm.
news that's probably ever dropped on this show.
Yeah. Well,
And
apart from the Scream and Shout Factory thing that kind of went bust, sadly, but yeah.
that was massive
Hmm.
when we dropped that, and
Yep.
very exciting, but also that flame burnt out quicker than it ever got a chance to actually burn. So
Yeah, there was some, yeah, I mean, r rumors is there's just some underhanded business dealings behind the scenes, and you can tell by who's releasing those titles now. As to what's happening there. If you just yeah, have a look around and you'll see why things changed there. But that was a bit sad. There's also other news that I can't really talk about, but hopefully by next month I'll be able to talk about some even I think even bigger news that might be coming to Australia more regularly and easier and cheaper for us to buy in this country. But yeah, the Warner one is a great start. Obviously, All Interactive now do have the MGM/Amazon contract as well, so they're releasing their physical media. And I'll talk about a couple of titles that are coming later down the track later in the show. But yeah, like you said, big news for Australia and exciting times ahead. Still, physical media is not dying despite all the rumors to the contrary. Um, Now, I've got a couple of other things. Do you have any talking points? Because I never really give you a chance for talking, but do you have anything that you want to bring up? Have you been in the physical media
um,
world the last month or?
not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay.
No, I don't have anything this month.
All right. Well, okay. I thought I should give you the chance because I'm not sure I ever have, but because I've always got opinions on stuff, you know me. But the first one I really want to talk about, it's something that actually bugs me a little bit, is there's so much discourse and so much people pre-planning to boycott Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey because it doesn't have Greek actors, because it's a Greek story. I have real issues with that level of virtue signaling because I think it's very I think it's just pretended. It's just fake offense. People pretending to be offended. Because if this movie was cast with all Greek actors from, admittedly, a Greek author wrote the Odyssey, the poem, the whatever we're calling it, um, but it's a fictional story. And in my opinion, if it had only Greek actors, people you've never heard of, no one would go watch the movie. The movie wouldn't have gotten made because the studio wouldn't finance it. Why would they finance it, a movie with Stavros and whatever acting in the main roles when no one's going to go see these people? We want stars. We're going to give you a couple $100 million to make a movie. We want stars in this movie so people can go, will want to watch it and recoup our money. So I think if you are a fan of that, of the Odyssey, of Homer's Odyssey, then you probably need to be thankful that we're getting it at all, because we wouldn't be getting it if it was just Greek actors. That's just, I don't know if you want to chime in on that. You don't have to if you don't want to get yourself cancelled. I don't care. Not enough people listen to this show to get me cancelled, but I don't know if you've thought about that at all. Um, yeah, because
I hadn't actually heard anything about that.
oh, really? Oh, there's so
But
much discourse. It's crazy. It blows
haven't
me away.
haven't been online enough, I guess, in
No,
my
yeah,
movie world to hear
yeah,
that. But it's a bit of it's a bit silly. I mean, acting and movies, that's the whole point of the acting.
mm,
That a an actor can jump into a role and be someone else and
yep,
live that role in a film and do their best work of portraying that character, no matter if it's an alien or
yeah,
a Greek hero. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
no,
Authenticity to some people is it's a big deal,
yeah,
and to others it isn't. People want to be entertained, and
mm,
that's a thing too. So,
yep.
I mean, I only just saw a promo poster for this a few days ago.
Ah,
You
right.
probably would have seen it as well. It's sort of got like one of the characters on the front, and the
Mm.
helmet that he's wearing is the
Yeah,
boat, which I thought was incredible
I've not
artwork.
seen that actually. I
I'll
don't think,
have
or if I
to,
have, I never noticed the helmet was the boat. Yeah, wow.
yeah, it that's what's stuck out to me. And I had to look at it twice because I'm just like, wow, that is
Mm.
truly great art right there
Yeah, yeah.
for a
Th-
film poster. So, I mean, it's not far away that it's going to get released. And I know we did talk about meeting up in Melbourne to go to IMAX and
yes,
see
we
it.
did. We did.
I don't know if that's still going to happen,
No,
but I
that's,
don't know.
well, it's sold out. It sold out 10 months ago. So no, it can't happen.
It's
Sad,
like a
right?
rock concert.
Yeah, yeah. You got to get in quick. And I actually heard someone say that people are already on eBay trying to sell the IMAX tickets to Odyssey for like $1,000. Like, fuck
Crazy.
off. Fuck off.
No.
Yeah, anyway, you
I'll
like you
wait.
said. Sorry. No, no, no.
I'll wait for the physical media release. Thanks.
I reckon I'll go to the cinema to watch it. I mean, it would
No, for sure. Be
if
worth
they're
it.
showing it at a convenient time and on a convenient screen that I want to go see it on, absolutely. Yeah, there's a few movies I've missed out on recently. I haven't been able to go watch Lee Cronin's The Mummy because it's always on at 9:30 at night. I'm well tucked up in bed by that time, any night of the week. Not that I'm necessarily sleeping, but I'm in bed, and yeah, that's not going to happen. Just silly things like that. But you touched on actors being actors, and they act, and it just reminded me of some discourse a while back where didn't like straight actors playing gay characters, and like there was all this again this fake virtue signaling, phony offense for a straight actor playing a gay character. I think it came about maybe it was a movie Paul Mescal did with Andrew Scott. I can't remember what it's called right now, but there was a bit of because Andrew Scott is gay. I don't think Paul Mescal is. I'm pretty sure he's not, but he's played a couple of. And anyway, there was discourse around that. I'm like, well, if that's the way you want it, then a gay character can no longer play a straight. A gay person can no longer play a straight character. See how much work they're going to get. Like you can't have one. You can't have both, and that's what really pisses me off. Is that's why I think it's phony. absolute phony, just I want to get clicks and likes on a fake opinion that I've never had any critical thought into. How can a straight actor not play a gay person, but then you would allow a gay actor to play a straight person? It doesn't work. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. And that's in any aspect of life. I'm big on principles with that. And look, I'm fine with gay actors playing straight people or straight people playing gay actors. Where I start drawing the line is the whole brown and blackface thing. That's beyond. But when you're telling a story like The Odyssey, it's completely fictional. As long as they're not speaking in Greek accents and offending the Greek nation with those type of things, let's just roll with it and watch a fucking epic movie from Christopher Nolan because who doesn't want to see that? Um, yeah, I don't know if you want to add on to that, but or you want to play it safe, but that's just the way I am, and that's the way I'm gonna talk about things. So yeah,
We don't play it safe on this show, Adam. We never play it safe.
no,
No, no one is safe. So I think that is a good point, about someone gay playing someone straight or vice versa.
yeah, of
Um, that's just ridiculous. I mean, once
course
again,
it
I'll bring
is.
it back to an actor acting. And there's been
Yes,
so many straight actors who've
yep,
played someone who is gay,
hmm
and it doesn't change anything.
no,
If anything, it's a credit to them for portraying that character. I mean, you look at Sean Penn in Milk, you know, that's
absolutely.
he
Look at
was
Rock Hudson.
absolutely
You can,
phenomenal in
yeah.
that film.
Yeah, you can. Well, even
Um,
there's a great movie with Ewan McGregor and Jim Carrey. I Love You, Philip Morris. They're both playing gay characters, and that's a
yep,
great movie, and they're both great in it. Rock Hudson built his entire career on playing straight characters. No one thought he was gay because he's a very manly, handsome man who was very much desired. And then it came out later in his life that he was gay, and everyone was shocked because he wasn't flamboyant and whatever. That's like stereotypes implied at the time. But it's just people just need to stop pretending or trying to be offended by the smallest stupid things. There's bigger things we
hmm.
need to worry about than things like that, honestly. Like the internet needs to grow up and think about some things sometimes. And it's just, I don't know. People just get in their own little echo chambers and start sprouting shit off. Anyway, I'll move on to the next point if you want. And this is a strange one, and any people who aren't in Australia listening to this probably won't understand who I'm talking about. But I want to ask you, Shane. And like you said, you haven't been on socials for a while, but when I'm on like my physical on Instagram and or Facebook and looking at the physical media stuff, see so much talk and rhetoric about people getting stuff from Outrun and this and that. Like I'm just talking about our little boutique individual salespeople in
Yep,
Australia. Never, ever, 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 and I follow them on Instagram, see anything from Dead End DVD. And I know you've got a history with Dead End DVD,
yep.
but I never see any posts of people saying, "Oh, pick this up from Dead End DVD." And obviously I follow a lot of physical media people. Never see it. Always see it from Outrun. That's weird, right? Is that weird, or is Dead End DVD still operating? Like, I don't
I,
understand
I
why
would
that's a thing.
say so. I'd say he's still going, and I don't follow him on Insta anymore. But I do see him pop up in the stories, like as a sponsored like entity,
Oh, yeah, yep, right.
from time to time. I'm pretty sure Mike still gets stuff from him. And
Okay.
he still does all the big fairs,
Yeah,
movie
okay.
CD fairs. He'll be there. He'll have a stand. Because I've seen Mike post about stuff he's got from him. So, but yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, Outrun and what Rick's done to build that up,
Yeah,
and
yeah, he
done a
interacts
good
with
job.
people, which is good. Like he will reshare, so that's probably why people do it. I don't know if Dead End do that. But yeah, Rick has
I
built a
mean, there's a
great
lot of
solid business.
people that share what they get from Rick, and
Mm,
he teamed up with Umbrella to release stuff. I mean,
yes.
they're doing street trash. That's something, a group effort that he's worked on
Oh,
to get
okay.
out there.
I didn't
The
realize that.
original Street Trash on 4K
Ah,
in that Ridgy Dig box set.
yep. Reggie
Um,
Didge. I'm looking at
it
the
looks like,
Dead End DVD website now, and he's got Umbrella, Arrow, Shout Factory. Look, he has all the
yep.
labels, and they're pretty reasonable prices, honestly. It's like a lot of the Shout Factory 4Ks are only $50. It's pretty damn good, actually.
Mm.
Um, Yeah, but I just find it weird that no one seems to advertise them, or they don't repost people. It's just I don't know, just something I thought of weirdly, and I don't know, it's not really making much sense, but I don't know. I just thought it was a really weird kind of phenomenon that Outrun get so much attention, but Dead End don't. Um, anyway, that's the way it works. Don't see. Yeah, there's a couple of other sellers in Australia that don't see them get a much attention, but they haven't been around long either. Now, we're going to talk soon about what I've got on order because I don't think you have anything on order, right? And I found a. Do you?
You'd be wrong, Adam.
Oh, good, cool. That's cool. We'll talk about it when we get there. But I kind of found. Well, I knew they existed, but made my first orders with iMusic, which they do basically drop shipping because they were selling the Fight Club Steelbook, $50. Now it's on their site for $70.
Yeah.
My receipt, my everything says the steel. I'm very much hoping they send me the steelbook because that's what I've ordered at the regular standard price. So it's going to be interesting to see what they turn up. But I've ordered a few things from them, and I think their prices are quite good. Their shipping is a bit more expensive, but it's tracked and it gets here on time. You can choose your your tracking and whatnot. Um, but I just found their prices really reasonable. This is talking about like if you want to go get Arrow and Shout factory stuff. Yeah, they were well worth looking at. If anyone listening wants to check out iMusic, I would I'd say have a peruse because yeah, you might see some prices on there that you might like actually. Not affiliated with them in any way, not sponsored. I'm just saying this is what I found. And that's my duty to being a physical media podcast to let you people know where you can get some good deals from, I suppose. Have you ever checked them out?
I haven't. I know you talked about them last episode, and that I mean, I'm interested to see like what this Fight Club steelbook is actually going to look like
Mm,
because the artwork it doesn't look like it's any different, but maybe it's an embossed steelbook. Maybe they've gone
yeah,
to that
yeah.
extra length to make it pop.
It's a good point.
Maybe it's got a Rigidig clear slip cover or something, and
Mm,
goes in with what's happening on that normal artwork with the soap. Um,
yeah.
it'd just be cool to
Mm.
see something. Well, obviously, it's all like mock-up promo shots at the minute, but an actual
I
real
think
copy of it.
I think that is the artwork that they're using, that pink, the whole pink cover and so, which I think is quite ironic and kind of what that movie is about. That's because the movie is really about toxic masculinity and all that kind of bullshit. And to have a pink cover on this movie that film bros kind of don't really get that that's actually about them, or
Yeah.
to a certain degree, and to have that pink cover that kind of spits in their face, I think it's quite fucking clever. It's quite a biting satire and probably something that Fincher chose himself. I don't know, but probably something Fincher chose himself to probably get that message across to say, yeah, this is like because like a toxic man wouldn't want a pink cover of a film, right? So that's what I think it's getting at, and I think it's great. I think it's very clever and funny.
Well, that's it. I mean, a cover's a cover. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
wearing a pink shirt these days or having a shirt that's black and it's got pink on it,
yeah.
it's not such a big deal anymore. I remember 20 years ago, if you did that and went out,
Oh, mate.
you'd probably get beaten up or something.
I used to wear a pink shirt
Um,
all the time to work, and this was 20 years ago. And I was walking down the street once in because I was worked in Burnie. Burnie's a small little north town in northwest Tasmania, and walking down the street to the Kmart with one of my colleagues, and some fucking bogan hangs out his car and just gay because I was wearing a pink shirt. It was funny as hell, man. I just looked at him like, yeah, this is what this town's about. Such small
Oh,
town mentality. It's just, I look good in that pink shirt, man. I fucking rocked it. Chicks loved it. It was great. Um, yeah, so that's why I kept wearing it because I kept getting compliments about it. It kind of suited I think my skin tone. But yeah, anyway. Um, but yeah, I think you're right. Like it's yeah, nowadays pink is what it is. I don't know. I don't have any hang-ups. I just think it's quite a cool little touch with the cover of Fight Club that they do that. Um, you watched much this month? Any transfers want to talk about that you thought was no?
no, I haven't really watched a lot of physical stuff.
Yeah.
Just comedies on the
Yep.
streaming platforms
Ah, yeah,
and
yeah.
um, just having a laugh. Um,
Yeah, that's good.
I got the Panic Room from you, and
Yes, yep.
I haven't even unwrapped it yet. I
No, I
haven't watched
haven't.
it yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet either. Yeah. Um, yeah.
I
Anyway,
think
I
I'll be
watched Panic
more
Room not too
keen
long
to
ago.
watch stuff once we move
Absolutely.
and
Once you've
I
got your own
can get
space, yeah.
get it all back together again. Because at
Yeah.
the moment, like I've said, my physical media stuff is spread over three locations.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
it's at a mate's place, it's at my dad's place, it's some of it's here where I am.
Mm.
Um and I just want to get it all out and buy a shitload of new shelves,
Yeah.
line them up and
Yep.
just fill them.
You should get a
And
good
I
deal
think
too, shouldn't you? Working in a furniture store, would you get a good deal?
I don't really have the shelves that I want. I want to get those
Yeah.
ones that I got from Bunnings.
Right. Oh,
They,
yeah, yeah, yeah. The artist ones.
they, yeah, they fill a lot and they've got that nice stable platform on the bottom,
Yep.
so
Yep.
they can't really tip forward.
Mm.
Um, I think once I actually get them all out and line them up and put them back
Yeah.
on shelves, I think I'll be more keen to look at them and go, yeah,
You'll be
let's watch this
re-inspired.
today.
Yeah.
You know,
It
at the
does do that
moment,
too sometimes. Like you'll notice a spine on the shelf. Oh, I haven't watched that in a while. I'll grab that. Like that's so yeah, I think that's exactly what you'll do. You'll see them all on the shelf
and
and go, ooh,
it is exciting because Kelly hasn't seen half or any of what I've
mm,
actually got.
yeah, yeah.
I know we
You'll
talk
freak her
about it
out.
and see things, and I'm like, oh, I've got that.
Yep,
Yeah, I've
yep.
got that as well. And I'll talk about stuff that she's never seen, and I'm like, well, yeah, I've got that too. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we'll,
It's
we'll
gonna be.
scroll through the platforms and stuff, and she's like, oh yeah, that movie looks good. Oh yeah, I got that.
Yep.
We'll watch it one day.
Do you? Oh, so you don't watch it. You'll say, oh, I've got it, so we'll watch it when we get it, like when I can
Yeah,
unpack it all.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
cool.
if there was something that she was really interested in, she wanted it, I just go, well, I'll just buy it. I don't care.
Mm, yeah,
And we'll
yeah,
watch it and we'll keep it and watch it again next year, 5 years,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's the beauty of it. Like you've got that. You don't have to wait
Absolutely.
until another platform gets it.
Yep.
Because I see them on I think it was on HBO. It says on there, leaving soon. Well, better watch that before it's off the
Does it?
platform.
I've not seen the Leaving Soon section on HBO. I'll have to check that out just so I don't miss out. Hmm. I don't
I
access my
don't know,
HBO often enough.
I'm not sure if it's a section, but I just noticed it come up I think it's in the different categories. If it's leaving soon, it's got the tab on top of
Oh, right. Okay. I like
the
when they do
artwork.
that. I like that they do that. That's cool.
Hmm.
Although I don't like that they do that, as in get rid of stuff. Like, what fucking big deal is it? Is it they own it? It can't be a licensing thing. Is it just because they're freeing up their servers to like? I mean,
I reckon it would be. They must only have so much room to have
yeah, yeah,
X amount of titles on the platform,
yeah,
and once they want to get new ones in,
mm,
they'll have to systematically remove a whole heap.
yep,
Maybe ones that don't get watched as much. Maybe they're
yeah,
taking
probably,
those statistics.
yep, yeah, they
Um,
would be, yeah,
so this one's not doing as well.
Can can you imagine
It's
the
leaving
data
soon.
that these streaming services have on us, on our watching habits and whatnot? This is why,
Must be
yeah,
phenomenal.
that's why Netflix make this kind of content they make, which is because they cater very much to a casual viewer. People will only watch free to wear TV, or they have Netflix because Netflix is the brand name. So they just watch cater to those casual viewers, and it's just that's why we get a lot of average stuff. And Amazon, like I think I said last month, Amazon are sinking into that trap of doing the same and releasing average movies instead of quant I wouldn't even say quantity. Amazon don't oversaturate, but their quality has dipped. Although I did watch through the month. They released a movie. Oh no, that's on. Sorry, that's actually wrong. That's on Disney Plus. Pizza movie on Disney Plus was great. Um, anyway, I won't get into it. But if you, it's a teen stoner comedy, and I thought it was great. It was really really funny. A real surprise actually at how good that was. So if you have Disney Plus, I'd recommend checking it out. Anyway, transfers of the month. I've got two to talk about. I got my Arrow hard boiled and put that on almost straight away. It's fucking immaculate. Arrow just do such amazing work, man. I mean, I think they do different color timing than the Sharp Factory 4K. So it might look different. But I thought the Arrow one was immaculate. And a really fun movie as well. And the next one, I did check out Excalibur, the Arrow Excalibur, and that movie is wild. It's bonkers. It's very much good and bad. Pretty engaging, but god damn, that transfer is insane. It is incredible. One of the best transfers. Be up there with the top, probably end up being in the top five transfers of the year, I reckon, Excalibur. It's that impressive. Um, you would have seen that movie as a youngster, wouldn't you?
I don't think I would have seen it since then.
No, I
Um,
hadn't. No, I hadn't either.
long, long time.
Yeah. I remember watching it. I would have been with my dad, or at least watched part of it, because I was always kind of not obsessed, but was always kind of really interested in that King Arthur legend as a kid, because there was a lot of stories about it. The Sword and the Sorcerer is about that as well, I think. And so yeah, watching Excalibur was a bit more adult for me at that time, but it was the 80s. That's what we did. Yeah, anyway, that was like a really fun movie. Like it's really long, obviously. It's almost 3 hours and whatnot. But it's great transfer. If you own it, put it in sooner rather than later, or if you're interested in it, absolutely recommend just based on the transfer alone. Um, Next segment. Did you get anything this month?
I did. I
You
did.
laid on me, surprising
At
me.
3 a.m. this morning, Adam. Who do you think I bought from at 3 a.m. this morning?
Ah, well, vinegar.
I
Yes. Oh,
did.
because they've got their halfway to Black Friday, is it? Is that what it is?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Not that I'll
Excellent.
chat too much about that at this point,
Hmm.
but I bit the bullet, broke my drought, and I've ordered the Explorers
Oh, yeah, cool.
um,
Yeah, you're right.
and Night Watch. So
Ah, yes.
that's opened up the floodgates for more titles at free
Yeah.
shipping. Um, but I think it's. I was talking to Kelly about this morning at
Yeah.
probably 4 o'clock. Um, and I was, telling her about, the site and what they put out and that line of films. And I'm 99% sure I mentioned the Explorers for a 4K in our wish lists. And I
Yeah.
said, I
Yeah.
reckon Vinegar will do it as VSU. I'm 99% sure. And I only said that because of the titles they'd already had in that line.
Yeah.
And it would be a no-brainer because it would fit with the rest of what they've already put out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to see that pop up, I was like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
need to get this like sooner than later.
Yeah. It's a cool
Because I
movie.
reckon it's gonna look phenomenal.
Yeah. Baby Ethan Hawke. Is it Ethan Hawke?
And River
And
Phoenix.
River Phoenix. Yeah. 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 I watched it
And
last year. I think it was last year. And it's pretty cool. Like if I think I remember if I'd have watched this as a kid, it probably would have been my whole personality at the time. because it's a hell of a fun movie.
I reckon you watched it after I mentioned it because you looked it up
Probably.
after that. You're
Yeah.
like, shit, I reckon I
Yeah.
need to check this out.
I'm gonna have to check my letterbox
So,
to see when I watched it. So did you have
um,
so that's what you've ordered, but did you have anything arrive?
nah,
No,
nah,
okay.
just a pre-order. I haven't actually ordered from Vinegar since this time last year because a year. I haven't ordered from them for a year, which blows my mind because I was so consistent. Um, but this was just before I was getting ready to move back to Adelaide and what and shoot after that. And yeah, just I've had it come up in my memories on Facebook, like because it's linked to my Instagram.
Yeah.
So in my memories, it's got, oh yeah, this is coming out, I've locked it in. This has
Yep.
come out, locked it in. Um, and it's just crazy, man. Like a whole year has
Mm.
passed since I ordered from them, and so much has come out in a year. It's
Yeah,
just,
wow.
it's fucking mind blowing.
It is. It is. Yeah. It's been 2026 has been an epic year already, physical media, and I think we'll probably continue saying that for the rest of the year, as you'll hear when I talk about some things coming. I had 44 new arrivals this month, which is actually lower than I thought, than I remembered, but happy with that though, to be honest. I did pick up a few umbrellas that I hadn't gotten in they had 25% off over Easter. And I think in the 2 for 1 deals as well. So there's a lot of umbrella stuff in there. I picked up Wasabi, GI Samurai, All of Me, Cecil B. Demented, The Horseman, and The Innkeepers. And
Yep.
then I also picked up, I think I got these at CEX, A Serious Man and Lord of War, which I'd been after for ages because I really remember liking Lord of War, and then now they're making a sequel. Picked up a few Easy DVD are having a 30% off 4K sale. So I picked up a few Disney titles I either haven't seen or don't own. And they were super cheap. They're like 11, $12 for a 4K. So I was like, any 4K under $20 is worth having, whether you not use it as a coaster or what. But anyway, so I picked up the Maleficents in that because I've never seen those and heard they were good. Princess and the Frog, etc. From Arrow. I did have because Amazon had some sale on some Arrow stuff, and I thought I can't pass these up. And I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I thought was the 2003 remake, but it was actually t the 2006, The Beginning, which I've never seen, never actually even heard of. And then about a week later, the '03 Texas Chainsaw Massacre was on sale, so I picked that up as well. That arrived. But I picked up also Danger Diabolic, the Kino Lorber 4K of that. Someone else is releasing that at the moment too, the Samario Bava film. Someone else has got that announced, but I picked up the Kino. I did also pick up Maniac Cop 1 and 2 from Rare Waves. Not
Oh
cheap for
wow.
those. Yeah, because that's being remade by Winding Refn. I've never seen them, and I know the reputation, but that was 60. I think it was $60 on Rare Waves for both of them. That comes in a dual pack 4K. So I was like, I think that's pretty reasonable for that. And yeah, I that's probably worth all announcing. Otherwise, I've announced on my Instagram page what I've actually had arrive from Easy DVD as well along the way. So you can go check out my page and see what I've talked about. You'll see my headshot in the thumbnails if you wanted to watch them. But there's lots of stuff coming out. Yes. Now this is the fun part, and this is where I might blow your hair back because you know how I said I'm not going to buy anything until after bog off. I'm concentrating on bog off. That has gone out the window because I just browse and I see deals. I'm like, I can't pass these up. So what I've got on the way, if I find my note that has that, so there's a few here I've talked about. Now I did put in a bit of a pre-order with JB, and I picked up because I pre-ordered The Bride. I got to watch that. That's Maggie Gyllenhaal's film with Jessie Buckley and Christian Bale. I didn't mind it. I see why people aren't liking it, because it is kind of messy and odd, but I thought that was definitely worth getting though and worth having. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I've pre-ordered the steelbook of that because I'm hearing nothing but great things. That's something I'm pretty interested in. He directed Evil Dead Rise, and I loved that movie. That movie blew my hair off. And also Wolf Children, which is an old anime steelbook coming, 30 odd bucks for this steelbook. And I'm like, of course I'm going to get that. Rare Waves, you're going to laugh at this one. So I put in an order at Rare Waves after they announced their July announcements because they had 10% off on all these pre-orders. So I used my, no, I didn't use my points there, but I pre-ordered Falling Down, the 4K, because that's a no-brainer for me. Falling Down's an absolute classic, a film I love. And I also picked up Soylent Green because I actually watched that on it's on HBO, oddly enough. And I thought that was fucking great. Soylent Green was such a great movie. Really spun me out how much I really liked it and how good it is. Check it out. It's an old Charlton Heston movie, dystopian movie from the 70s, and holy shit, it's good, man. It's just kind of reminded me quite a lot of Blade Runner 2049. It has those vibes a little bit as well. Like I think Blade Runner 2049 definitely steals some tone and some of Charlton Heston's character is embedded into Ryan Gosling in this film. Well worth checking out. 100% go watch it, mate, if you haven't seen it. It's you would really like it. So yeah, and also, sorry, I didn't mention this is the big one. I was bearing the lead. I did order the Jackie Chan breakout hits, as you knew I would, as you knew I would. Um, so that's on a paying for at the moment on my PayPal paying for. Yep. That's not the end of it. It's not the end of it.
You
Uh,
motherfucker. I knew you would order that.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Oh
knew it.
well, of course, but I'm not getting Arrow exclusive. Oh, do you know last month when I was talking about how the blue box and the red box, they're
Yeah.
both 4K. The blue box is actually the Arrow Store exclusive, and I like to get the Arrow Store exclusive if I can, but I didn't. I got the orange box, which is just the Rare Waves one. So they are 4K, and yeah, last month I did say no, I think that one's the Blu-ray, but it's not. It's not at all. Um, Anyway, at the moment, Amazon are having a pretty decent sale on some Fox/Disney titles. So I picked up the Thunderbolts and Predator Badlands, and also Black Christmas. That's a Shout Factory one. But also last night it was last night was discounts on a 2 for 1 or something. So I picked up Lost Highway, the Criterion 4K, because I haven't seen that in a long time, and I remember just being kind of enamored by that film when I watched it as a teenager. And Rabid, a movie called Rabid, which have you heard of
David
Rabid?
Cronenberg.
Yes, yes. I'd never heard of it. I looked it up and was, oh, Cronenberg, and it's rated 7.3 or something on IMDb. I'm like, of course I'm going to get that. It was
That's a
like, I
classic.
think it was
It's
like,
really good.
yeah, it was like 32 bucks for the 4K or something. It's really cheap. So I grabbed that. So as I said from before iMusic, I spoke last month about the Fight Club, Steel Westworld, and King of New York. They don't send either until all the titles are in, so I won't get any of those until Fight Club's in, which is this month, pretty soon. But I also pre-ordered from them Throw Mama from the Train, Devil's Advocate, and Save the Green Planet. Throw Mama I wasn't missing out on at all, and I saw Rick had already sold it out, which shocked me because I don't know if anyone knows about this movie other than me and you. Like I don't, because I don't hear anyone talking about
Classic.
it. So for Rick to have sold it
Something
out,
classic.
wow, it's awesome. It's yeah, and so so I was like, well, I'm not going to miss out on that totally. So I'm grabbing that. And Devil's Advocate, one of my favorite movies as a teenager. I think that movie's wild. Easy DVD. Okay, here we go. So I've got a couple of things on here. I did pre-order the Summer Wars Steelbook, which is also a steelbook coming from Madman, an anime film, which is really highly rated. It's only 40 bucks, I think, for that. Really cheap. Actually, it might have even been cheaper, 30 something. And I did put on my page that they're selling finally on their website the Via Vision Halloween Steelbook set, 360 bucks. So I'm glad I waited because I saved 140 bucks in the end because JB have it for 420 plus your postage. They got it for 360 and that's free postage. I'm like, of course, why not? And Easy DVD, you know how much I love those guys. So happy to give
Yep.
them business, 100%. And yeah, how can they do it for 360 and JB are just went like, come on, guys. I mean, I don't know. I guess Easy don't have the overheads that JB do with storefronts and staff and whatnot. They just have a warehouse, so that's probably why. But good for them, and that's good for us as consumers that we have that competition. So bring it on. From Rick, I have got a few orders from Rick, or a few films ordered from Rick. Send Help, which I saw in the cinema, actually comes to Disney Plus on the 7th, so next Wednesday. highly recommend Send Help. It was great. I absolutely loved it in cinema. I've also picked up, because I'm not going to miss out, Monty Python's Life of Brian. That 4K is actually global distribution. That will not be coming to another studio, another distributor for probably 5 years at least. So that was a Paramount title that kind of got stolen from them. They were planning on doing it, but Criterion got there first, and now we've got it from them. Vampire's Kiss, which I watched for the first time earlier this year, loved it. That's can't remember what studio. I think can't remember what distributors bringing that out, but I got that from Rick. And The
I know
Burbs.
MVD did that.
It might be MVD. Yeah, yeah. It's a 4K of vampires because that movie was great. Like it's so fucking wild. It's weird and lovely, and I loved it. And Nicolas Cage is just superb in this film, man. It's like stretching his legs. And yeah, The Burbs, which is in my all-time top 10 movies of all time. I'm never not going to get a 4K of that when it comes out. I own that so many times now. And that's it. That's it. No, we've got a couple other things that I've already spoken about in the previous shows that are just, pre-orders. So yeah, some good shit going on in there, and I'm pretty excited for them to arrive. So Bog Off is going to be a quieter Bog Off for me, I say right now. But we've got a credit card. Who knows what'll happen? Um, yeah. So that is that. Do you want to, I don't know, do you want to stand me up? You got anything to say about that?
Um, you were talking about that Maniac Cop double,
Mm.
and that's 4K, right?
Hmm.
Is that just two and three? Because number one, it's never had a 4K.
No, it's one and two. I'll go grab it off the shelf to double check. I'll let you talk. Uh,
Yeah, I didn't think the first one had ever had a 4K, that's all. I know two and three got one.
sorry about the silence, guys, but no, they're both 4K. Um, yeah, hang on. There's actually German imports. It's actually a German import. So
Okay.
they're definitely both 4K. Yeah, yeah, HDR10. Yep. Build format 185:1, so my favorite aspect ratio. Untertitle Deutsch and English, and DTS HD 5.1. And for both films, yeah. Actually, both. That sucks. Okay, so both films are in 5.1 in German, so you could have them subtitled, or the first film, the English is in only two stereo, and but on the number two, the English audio is 5.1. So you only get 5.1 for both in
Yeah,
Deutsch/German.
wow.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's a nice little thin book, but both, I don't know if they're both on the same disc or not. I haven't even opened it. I need to watch it. And they are uncut. So it does say they're uncut on there as well. So
Man,
I,
I've never actually seen that before.
yeah, it's who's the distributor? It's NSM Records is the label on the
Oh, NSM. Yeah,
yeah.
they do a lot of media books
Right,
as
okay.
as well. Because I got my Fatal Beauty Blu-ray
Should
and
try and watch one of
media
them
book,
today.
and that is through NSM. They do some really
Right.
cool stuff.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I saw someone post it on one of the Facebook groups. I'm like, oh, where'd you get that? And this was just after I saw Winding Refn, and then I looked it up because honestly, mate, I'd never heard of it, other than through osmosis, I think. Um, but it looks cool as hell. It looks like it's right up my alley, especially once I'm medicated. So I'm keen to check those out. Um,
Oh, you've never seen them before?
nah, no, I'd never heard of it. Never heard of it. And but until people
Oh,
were raving
Maniac
about it,
Cop.
yeah.
It's legendary.
I, I, I
That's
mean.
cult.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I read about it and was like, this sounds fucking awesome. So yeah.
You should unwrap that later and get into it.
Yeah.
It's like Bruce Campbell in
Yep.
and Tom Tom Atkins in
Okay.
Maniac Cop 1 is just phenomenal. And the dude that's the cop, he only just died not long ago.
Oh, for real. Right.
He had some sort of like face dysmorphia, And he actually got cast in a lot of villain roles because of it.
Right.
Because he was naturally a big dude. I was only just read about this last week.
Oh, wow.
Um, and yeah, he got a lot of crazy roles like that due to the shape of his face because it matched up with the villain that they wanted to use in that particular film. So that was one of them. I
Interesting.
think he was in Death Warrant as well. He was in
Okay.
loads of different films. Like, yeah, really cool.
Yeah,
Just
wow.
when you come across that little nugget of info.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will, yeah, I keep forgetting. I haven't watched much horror lately. I haven't been going to my horror shelf. I haven't been watching a lot of, I've only really been watching a lot of stuff for bloody homework for other podcasts, to be honest. So I have to get stuck into what I want to watch soon. Um, On to labels, mate. I'll let you start. How many labels you got
The
to talk
old
about?
labels.
I don't have many labels specifically, but I've got a lot to talk about Australian lists. So I'll let you go first. Rip off a couple if you want.
Nine.
Yeah, do two now. I'll say do two now.
Uh, um, so I'll start with vinegar because it's the halfway to Black Friday pre-order flash sale right now. So they've dropped a few nuggets of gold. Obviously, I mentioned the Explorers.
Hmm.
It's their new VSU title. Super fucking cool to see that come out on a 4K. I reckon that's going to look absolutely off its tits. Um, Night Watch. I don't know if you've seen Night Watch. That's
I
an older
have
one.
I have Night Watch. I haven't seen it, but I do have. There's a lot of
So
different Night Watch films though, yeah?
this is the one. It's got Ewan McGregor in it, Josh Brolin. It's
Oh.
not that other Night Watch one that I think you may be thinking of.
What year is it from?
I
Not
think
this. I've got one directed by Ole Bornedal and Timur Bekmambetov. So there's a Russian one and something else.
it's not the Russian one.
Okay.
This is the American one. I haven't seen it for a really long time. I remember enjoying it, and this is like one of their 3 disc hard box sets. Those really thick boxes that they've
Ah,
been
yes.
bringing out. So that's very cool
From
too.
1997, Nick Nolte. Oh no, that's the
That's the
one I do
one.
have. Yeah, do have that. Ole Bornedal. That's an Arrow version. I do actually have that film. Steven Soderbergh wrote it too. Holy shit.
That's actually way older than I thought.
Yeah.
Um, so I would have seen that on VHS, I reckon.
So I have that in an Arrow somewhere. It might be yeah, it's a Blu-ray. So, yep. I'll
So
check it out.
yeah, I'm keen to revisit that one for
Yeah,
sure.
there's a Night Watch collection. So there's Demons Are Forever as well that came out in 2023.
Because I got the Russian one of Night
Yeah.
Watch.
Yep.
I don't know if that's like,
There's a Night Watch and a Day Watch from the same guy.
hmm,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so yeah, I also mentioned Macabre like last
Mm.
episode because
Yep.
that was like a pre-flash for the pre-order. That they kind of dropped a hint. Yeah, we're putting this out.
Yep.
That's a 4K. Anything that moves, that's from 2025. That's a Vinegar Syndrome Pictures title.
Mhm.
Um, Come Back to the Five and Dime, which is their new
Ah,
cinematography release.
had people
I
talking
I
about that.
think I had heard of it, but I've never seen it. It sounds interesting, and it's already selling fucking hot. It's under 1,500 units now, and there
Was
was
that
only
got Cher
3,000.
in it? It's come back to the
Yep,
Five and Dime Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean.
that is the one.
It's a musical. Okay. Cher, Karen
So
Black, Sandy Dennis. Yeah, right. I watched the movie with Karen Black
it's
in it yesterday.
selling pretty hot, that one.
It's a Robert Altman film. Okay. My apologies. Yeah. There you go. I'm interested in that now.
And they've also got this is The Lustful Turk, and The Joys of Jezebel, which is a Distripix title
Okay.
on their label. So that's now there's two mystery titles that they do this all the time.
Yep.
They don't give you everything. So once it is officially the Halfway Black Friday sale, which is going to be in a few weeks, they'll drop these. But all we know at the moment is that one of them, and they are both 4K as well. It's a mid 90s splatterfest by a master of on-screen murder.
Yeah.
So that's all we know about that one.
Yeah, that could be
And
anything.
the other one, which I'm more excited about, truly unsettling 80s psycho thriller, fully uncensored for the first time with minutes of ferocious carnage never before seen on any format. Now,
Oh,
I'm
on
hands
any
down
format.
any format. So this is super
Wow.
exciting,
Yeah, that
whatever it
is.
is.
There's going to be
Um,
something I haven't heard of, I guarantee that. But it
oh,
is
it will be as
some,
underground
it's never been on
as anything.
VHS even by the sounds of that.
Yeah, so they must have dug up something to
Hmm.
put that one together. I'll
Interesting.
jump onto Severin next
Yes. Yep, yep.
because they got some good stuff coming out. Actually, a lot of stuff. Um, they've got Disco Italiana, which is three disco ploitation films.
Disco
And it comes
Ploitation.
as I
Crazy.
know it's crazy. Who knew? So it's got a CD soundtrack with it as well. American Fever, Grease Rock, John Travolta, The Face with Two Left Feet. So that's what's
Wow.
in that box. There's also Threads, The War Game, The Music Machine, A Year in a Field. And then they've got three different bundles. So they've got the May Everything bundle. You get the
Oh,
whole lot.
yeah. Yep.
They've got the Scorched Earth bundle, which is made up of Threads, the War Game, and A Year in a Field. Um, then they've got the Disco Inferno bundle, which has got the Disco Italiana box. You also get the Disco Mania book, which is signed by some people, and a shot glass, which has sort of got the mock-up John Travolta pose on it from the film.
Interesting.
Um, so yeah, that's pretty exciting. That's a lot for Severin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just looking
What
at.
have you got?
Okay, we'll talk about Criterion to start off with, because Criterion have, yeah, some their July releases. Yeah, there were some big titles in here. A couple I'm really excited about. First one, Marty Scorsese, very early. Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Really underseen, underrated Scorsese film. Excellent performance by Ellen Burstyn. Chris Christopherson's in that as well. 100% recommend. Something I will probably won't buy instantly, but I'll definitely wait to see it cheap one day. Paul Newman in one of his kind of not forgotten films, but it's very well regarded but not really known, called HUD. Again, I've not seen it, but I've heard a bit about it. Um, they're also doing The Crying Game, the Neil Jordan film, which most people would already have on some format, I imagine, if they wanted it. I think there's a Viavision one of those or a VVE.
That's
Um,
not a 4K, is it?
I think it is. I think it is. Let me
I mean, if it
check.
is,
No, it
then
is a
that's
4K. It is a 4K.
because
Yep.
no one's done that on a 4K. There's been Blu-rays kicking around, but
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if whether it
I
would
think
is it the type of
Imprint
film?
did that.
Yes, I have an imprint of that. Yeah, that's what I
Hmm.
was thinking. Yeah. I don't think that's something that needs a 4K. I don't, yeah, anyway. Cruel Story of Youth, I haven't actually heard of. That's a Japanese film. A film by Nagisa Oshima. Next one we have is that one. The films of Mike Mills. Yeah, 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 yeah. So this is $100 worth 100 US 4K set. Has beginners, 20th century women, and come on, come on So kind of modern-ish films. Yeah. Anyway, I won't talk more about that. I'm just kind of stuttering at the moment, so I'll move on. The Love That Remains Final. Don't know what that is. And The Elephant Man, they're releasing in 4K as well, which everyone has. I don't know if it's just a US distribution, but I have Elephant Man on 4K. I'm sure you probably do too. If you don't, you should because it's an amazing film. Um, I'll let you do your next if you want.
All right. I'll do two because one of them's more news than any releases they've got. But uh, I was just reading about Synapse are going to
Hmm.
be releasing Near Dark 4K, but it won't be coming out until 2037.
Oh,
That is not a
2037?
that is not even a joke.
That's not a typo, is it?
That is not a typo. If anyone's interested in reading about this, jump on their website and read the article in the news section.
What's
It
the
is
film?
really interesting.
What was the film again?
Um, Near Dark from '87.
Wow,
It's a vampire film.
that's crazy.
I have mentioned this before on our wish list, so I'd love to see this on a 4K. It is happening. They found the 35 millimeter
Mm.
negative in the basement in the desert,
Oh,
along
okay. Yep.
along with because it was lost, it was gone. Um, and it hasn't had many decent releases over the years because it's just been hard to get a hold of, for one.
Yeah.
And they're gonna put the time in to make this the best transfer they can do. Um, so that's why it's going to take a lot longer. They're not rushing it.
Hmm.
It'll be worth the wait. But I think it's next year, yeah, 2027, 40th anniversary of it. They're having a full merch line drop for that. And then the 50th anniversary of it will be in 2037, which is when they're going to drop this, and it
That's
should be
insane.
done. It
That's
is.
crazy.
I mean, I might be dead by then. Who knows? I might never see it.
Yeah. How can
But
they, why do they announce it for 11 years' time?
I don't know.
I don't
But
understand.
they're meticulously going to go over this film. It will be probably one of the best transfers of that genre to come out, I
Well,
reckon.
we'll probably have a new format by then as well. Like,
Possibly.
yeah, that's
Um,
so strange.
so I thought that was pretty exciting. 'Cause I
Hmm.
love that film. Always been a fan. So next label is 88. They're for July. They're bringing
Hmm.
out Story of Ricky, which is a 4K. In the Line of Fire 1 to 4 on Blu-ray. Shaw Brothers Triple, which is Blu-ray as well, and that's got Shaolin Prince, Shaolin Intruders, two Champions of Shaolin. They're also doing the American Pie Collection
Ah,
on
okay.
Blu-ray. Late June release. Sex and Zen 2, which is only a Blu-ray, and
Okay.
another one called Heroes 2. So that's 88. And just last on the 101 front, because they haven't got too much out,
Yep.
but a film called Jitters, which I didn't
Oh,
see last month.
yeah, it
So
doesn't ring
yeah,
a bell. Okay.
I've never
I'm
seen it. So
I'm going to
yeah.
shock you with my next label because they announced some titles in June that I was kind of wanted to talk about or kind of semi-excited about, but we're at Imprint. We're going to Imprint. Haven't spoken about them for a couple of months. I know, but
I didn't quite catch that, Adam. Did you say imprint?
I did say Imprint. They've got some stuff I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
And maybe my butt hurt is fading. I don't know. But they have. I mean, I've already spoken about the Essential Noir, the box sets they're doing. They are releasing some fucking good stuff, and but at bad prices. Anyway, so they're doing a 4K, 1,500 copies only of A Bronx Tale, Chaz Palminteri and De Niro film. I mean, that's a classic at this point in time. Um, it's probably going to be too much, obviously. One that really interests me is the Wachowskis' first movie called Bound, which I've never seen, but heard nothing but great things about. Like it's a real cult classic now. Have you seen Bound? You've got to look on
I've
Facebook.
got that,
Have
bro.
you?
Yeah, I picked up the Criterion. I think it was Criterion 4K.
Okay.
It's fucking wild, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's worth getting, and
yeah.
you need to see it. It's a fucking sick movie.
That'll definitely be pick it up on sale type of item. I mean, I'm assuming they'll release a scan. There's only 1,500 copies of that as well. They do like to maximize what they their output as well as their input cost wise. This is an interesting one called The Trigger Effect, which is David Koepp, his directorial debut. David Koepp he's a screenwriter, he's written a lot of films. Jurassic Park and Mission Impossible and Panic Room are the three biggest ones. Um, he's hit or miss, I think, David Koepp. He's written a couple of films that I thought are really bad and directed one that was good until it ended, which was the Premium Rush with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Michael Shannon. I was really enjoying that film till it ended. The ending just makes the whole film null and void, so it bothered the hell out of me. Anyway, um, that was, geez, 25 years ago probably. This one really excites me because I watched this with me and my boss used to love this when I worked at the video store. Um, Aidan Quinn, Donald Sutherland, Ben Kingsley, called The Assignment from '97.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
it's a good
excited
one.
to watch that again because that was a great movie. That was exceptional. And one of those forgotten ones from '97, which is a massive year in cinema. I'm very keen to pick that up. And again, only 1,500 copies. I don't know that they'll sell it. A Willem Dafoe film called Victory, worldwide first on Blu-ray. Don't know much about this, but yeah, looks cool. It's Willem Dafoe, so always keen. A movie called Killer, The Journal of a Murder, which is James Woods and Robert Sean Leonard. Seems like something you might have seen, actually. No? And then
No,
Henry
I
and
don't think I've
June.
actually
No?
seen that.
Okay. A Journal of Murder. Yeah, I don't know, really know. I won't get into it, but another movie called Henry and June, which is another one I hadn't heard of. It's Philip Kaufman directing that. Uma Thurman, Fred Ward, Uma Thurman, Maria de Medeiros, and Richard E. Grant. I think I remember hearing about Henry and June actually from 1990. Never seen it, but I vaguely remember it. Anyway, I thought they were worth talking about, especially Bound, The Assignment, and A Bronx Tale. So keen for those three. Um, I'll let you get onto your next label, unless you wanted to add to that.
I think you missed one, Adam. One that
Yeah.
I was probably super excited for. State of Grace.
Oh yeah, yep, that was on the list below. Um, isn't that in one of the box sets? No, is that by itself?
That's that's in a big box, a big hard
Yeah.
box.
Okay. Yeah, I
Um,
didn't go through all their titles. That was just from the emails because they start sending emails now in print. Oh, hang on, let me have a look. There's a lot of Imprint Asia films coming. I'm not going to go through those. If you're interested in Imprint Asia, go take a look at their website. But yes, tell me about State of Grace.
that's I haven't seen it since probably when I was younger. It's been really hard to actually get a hold of that,
Mm,
and think I think Umbrella put that out on DVD, possibly a Blu-ray at one point. And that's well out of print. I
yeah,
know Second Sight did a Blu-ray of it, also well out of print. Yeah, just a really gritty mob R-rated film.
Ed Harris, Robin
But
Wright, Gary
but
Oldman.
the actual lineup of actors is just
Mm,
beyond A-list. It's
yeah,
wild.
yeah. Sean
And
Penn as
and
well.
and to get a 4K of that,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
it's $85, so buy at your
The
peril.
usual, the
Yeah.
usual.
This is imprint. This is the frustrating thing, bro. Like hard to justify. I'll let you get on to your next one. What do you got coming next?
And just before we move
Yeah,
forward, I did
sorry, yeah, yeah.
see that Kill Bill 1 and 2 box,
Mm.
and it's fucking huge.
Yeah, they've got to stop doing
Like
those. It's stupid.
these these things seem to be like I don't know, like uh, the next big thing that they're doing. Like,
I don't think it will. I don't think they will. I think they've done their experiment. I don't think we'll see many. Otherwise, I would have announced another one. The Kill Bills haven't sold. There's one in my local store which never has shit like that. Some guy posted on that JB page there was four in his store in Nowra or something. They're
yeah,
not selling them. I've seen Life Force ones. They're too fucking ostentatious. No one wants to store those type of things. Like it's weird.
you, how are you meant to store them on a regular shelf? I mean,
Yeah, if they're
it,
breaking even with those, I'd be very surprised.
they must have.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know that they're making money on them. I honestly, I hope they don't because I don't like them. I think they're a stupid idea. They started with a never-ending story, and that went off because never-ending story hadn't had a. I think it taught them the wrong lessons. It was exciting that never-ending story was getting a 4K and blah blah blah. That's why people brought that. It was a novelty. Now they're doing it. What have they done it with? Life Force. They did it with the Keep, and they've done it with the Kill Bills.
There's Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Shower Night, Deadly Night. Yep. I just can't see him keeping on doing that because it's doesn't. I don't know what
I
you think of
think,
them, but personally, I don't like them.
I mean, price wise, I'm never going to be able to afford such a thing.
Yeah.
Space wise, it's just not convenient.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you get a lot of good stuff in these. They do look great.
Yeah.
Um, but honestly, the best one is Neverending Story,
Yes.
purely because the size of that book is the
Mm.
size of the book in the
Yep.
film.
Yep.
And, I think the authenticity of that and when they were putting it out,
Mm.
hats off to them. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're a big fan of that movie, that what better, keepsake could you have than
Yeah.
that book with the Orion symbol on the front? I mean,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yep.
But
I
to
agree.
to keep pushing it and making bigger box sets like that, I mean,
Mm.
come on, that's just the price point alone is ludicrous.
I agree.
Um, they're just not something that you can easily store anywhere unless you've got a massive room, you've
Mm.
got special shelves for them, or they're going to sit on top of your already shelves that you've got there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
It's
it's a
just.
bit, like you said, an experiment that they've probably done it. Maybe they'll keep going, maybe they won't.
I hope they're failing.
Obviously,
I do
well,
because
they're
I
not selling them.
not
Obviously
not
not.
not. I don't hope they're failing because I am disenfranchised with imprint. I just hope they're not selling because I don't want them to keep releasing shit like that because I think it's
Mm,
stupid. Personally, if you have them, good for you. And I'm sure there's people out there who have all of them because some collectors will collect and they want to keep the whole thing uniform, and that's fine. But I think it's again, it's not sustainable. Their business practices are not because I think they pay overs for licenses on stuff. They pay a lot for their licensing, so they have to recoup their costs somehow. So they've invented these big collector sets, fuck off things, to get some of that money back. And if it's not working, then they're going to stop doing it. And that's kind of what I want. It's like if it goes with anything in consumerism. If people aren't buying it, they're going to stop selling it. It's that simple. No company has ever stopped selling something that people are still buying the shit out of.
mm.
Have they? If they have, then whatever. But you know what I'm saying. And this is part of the reason why I did kind of stop talking about imprint because goddamn, they take up so much of our time in discussing them because they're a weird group of people. They're a weird lot. Yeah.
I
Anyway.
mean, I reckon best thing like for these big boxes, if they did keep doing them,
Mm,
limit them to 100, make them all numbered, hand number them if you like,
yep.
so they're super limited, and it's actually it warrants the price. If you want to
Yeah.
pay $200 plus for this extravagant box set, so be it. You've got 56 out of 100, you know, and you can cherish that because this film is really special to you. You love it. But to make
Yeah,
loads and
yeah.
loads of them
Mm.
at that sort of price, I think it's just a bit ridiculous.
The Kill Bill one's the big one because not long after they released it, it was announced that Lionsgate are going to be doing the whole bloody affair. So people will be going, well, so a lot of people who wanted Kill Bill would have already imported Lionsgate standard versions anyway, or the
Yep,
steels, because they've been on sale for I don't know, 18 months, 2 years. I don't even know.
yep.
And then they announced the whole bloody affair, people are going, well, why would I buy this? I've probably already got it. Even if I don't have it, then the whole bloody affair's coming. So I'll just get that. Like it's
Which is like
yeah.
the ultimate of all
Yeah.
Kill Bill,
Yeah.
to have that and
Yeah.
watch it start to
Absolutely.
finish.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's yeah, of course I'm gonna have to grab it, but fuck's sake, I don't want to. Actually, yeah, the Kill Bill movies are actually kind of low on my Tarantino list. But that doesn't and I rewatched them again recently, might have been end of last year, start of this year. And they keep going, every time I watch them, they keep going up in my estimations, but they're still mid-tier Tarantino for me, the Kill Bills, but totally, as you know, if you listen to me enough, whatever your favorite Tarantino is, you're not wrong. Like, I mean, they're all worthy of being your favorite. So yeah. Anyway, on to the next label. We better move on. We'll talk about these dickheads for ages otherwise. What have you got? What have you got,
I've
mate?
got our favorite label of weirdness in the Radiance. And there's a lot more titles that aren't in French this time. It's great. We've got the Boxer, the Double, the Hourglass Sanatorium. Um, this one's a French box set which is
Oh,
dedicated to the history of French cinema. It's
oh,
got a lot of stuff in it. It's
what's it
called the
called?
Histoire du Cinema
Huh.
and other works. Like I didn't list what's in it because there's just too many things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
That's okay.
a lot of cool stuff. Um, they're also doing Vampire's Kiss in a 4K in a big box,
That's the one I'm getting.
um,
That's the one I'm
which
getting.
is it's really cool. Like that box looks mad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one I'm getting. It's only $62 too. I thought that was pretty reasonable for that, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a steal. Two boxes, Televised Terror in Franco, Spain, which is another. I think
Oh,
they're like
yes.
TV movies.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that one looked quite good. And they're also doing Night of the Juggler, which
Yes.
I thought they may have already done that,
Well,
and
did
this looks
Shout
like a
Factory do
standard.
it? Was it Shout or Kino that did
I
that?
think it was Kino that put
Yeah,
that out.
yeah.
I think a couple labels have had a crack at it.
And that's only $46 for the 4K on Outrun I'm looking at the moment. That's really good, right? That seems really good anyway.
That's under $50.
Yeah,
It's a no-brainer. Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
should get it, Adam. You should get it.
Oh, shut up. Don't make me.
Peer pressure.
I'm trying to find this French one. Oh, Histrade. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at $75 for these Blu-rays. They're region B too, aren't they? Yeah, because they're from the
Is
UK. So we've
yeah.
got and all 8 episodes. Oh, so it's a TV show, is it? Jean-Luc Godard. Ah, okay. Right.
I'll do Shout Factory and
Yeah,
Groove as
please. Yep, yep.
well. Um, so they're doing Abandoned Ship, which is an old one. I mentioned it last episode, but Eraser, but it's in a
Yep.
standard.
Yep.
Warcraft, To Kill a Mockingbird,
Oh, yeah.
Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which comes in a steelbook and a standard.
Oh, Scream have got
Um,
that. Interesting.
all that could be Groove. See, it's hard to say now because
Oh,
it's all
yeah.
mixed together.
Oh, so you can't separate on Groove what's Shout Factory and what's not?
I just go coming soon, so it just gets all of them. But you can sort of
Right.
tell which is which. I don't think that's a Scream Factory title,
No, no, no,
that
no, it
one.
won't be. That's it's a Warner Brothers, so it'll be Warner Brother title. Yeah.
They're also doing Notting Hill.
Oh no, yeah, no,
Game.
that's I was talked about that last month.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Game of Thrones collection in 4K, and they're all steelbooks.
Yes.
And they're also doing the Stranger Things mega box set in both.
Yeah, that would just still be the arrow though. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, plenty of good things
Did we
coming
talk
out.
about what we talked about what dreams may come and all that last time, didn't we? And the grey.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, okay.
mentioned all them. So
Yeah.
surely there would be a new slate coming in, I'd say in the next few days, there'd be something
Yeah,
dropping.
I would imagine so. Although hopefully Pleasantville, because I need Pleasantville. Absolutely need Pleasantville. All right, I'll do my next one. Are you doing Eureka this month?
I
I've got,
am.
okay, I'll delete that.
I am doing
I'll
Eureka.
let you do Eureka.
I forgot about them for some time.
I
My
get an
bad.
email. I get their email from their announcement. So you should sign up and just get their emails, and then you have to go researching. That's what I do now. They just tell me what they're getting, and I don't have to go hunting. But on that respect, I'll go on to Arrow because I've touched on Arrow a little bit. But this is what they've got coming in July. Some great titles. Falling Down in 4K, which I've already spoken about. If you haven't seen Falling Down, run to it now. It's fucking amazing. Michael Douglas is just awesome in this film. I was gonna say, it might have been one of the very first films I saw Michael Douglas in, actually. Because, I didn't grow up. Oh no, that would actually be Romancing the Stone. Would be the very first because I love that. Fucking want a 4K. That's so bad. Soylent Green, which I've already spoken about in this episode. Live and Die in LA, which was a Kino did that. I own that, and it's a really fucking great film to Live and Die in LA. Do you have that at all?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
got the Keno one. The
yeah.
transfer is
It's
flawless.
great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is. And it's such a great movie. The next one's pretty cool. I've already got the Shout Factory of this. I paid premium for this because I wanted it so bad. Hush, the Mike Flanagan's Hush, well worth checking out. I don't know whether it has the same cuts of the film as the Shout Factory does, because the Shout Factory has 3 discs and it has like the black and white version and so forth in it as well. And for some reason, I've clicked on it on Arrow, and here it is. Let me have a look at what Arrow is doing with this, or not, because it's just not going to load for me. It's frozen. Go. Right. Okay. Let's not. Fuck you, Arrow. Slow moving bastards. Next one, they're doing the Outfit. The what's it called? Robert Duvall film.
Yeah,
And
yep.
Six and Fury female Yakuza tale in Blu-ray. Um, yeah, and Arrow's just decided to die on me. The website will not work at all. So, if you want to know what is on the Hush transfer from Arrow, maybe you have to go check it out yourself because Arrow's just being a bit of a dick. What's your next label? I'm not even going to worry about it now. Yeah, no problemo. We'll get to that very soon. So I finally got this web page to work, and so the Hush does have the original version, and it's a 2 disc set. The second disc does have the Shush cut, which is black and white with revised audio mix as well. So similar to the Shout Factory one, but not the complete Shout Factory one. Um, yeah, what was your next label?
Um, well, I actually added Eureka in this time. I've
Hmm.
neglected them for a couple months now. So yeah, they've
Let's do
got
it.
Into the Forest Folk Tales at DEFA, which has got like a whole heap of like fairy tale films in it. The
Ah,
Devil
yeah.
from Mill Mountain, The Singing Ringing Tree, Little Red Riding Hood, Rumpelstiltskin, and The Devil's Three Golden Hairs.
Mm.
They're also doing Laurel and Hardy, The Silent Years,
Hmm.
um, Beasts Unleashed, which has 2 films in it. Oh, What a Lovely War, Empire of the Ants, which I saw something
Mm.
about. like a video snippet of that transfer, which looked pretty wild.
Okay.
Madhouse, uh, Buster Keaton's The General, Trace of Stones, and Cecil is Dead, which I think some of those last few I mentioned on the last
Yeah.
Eureka dropping. But I did notice there was a lot of, I think there's like a Buster Keaton box, which has
Mm.
a heap of his films in it that I did see as
Ah.
well. Um,
Yeah, a lot of
yeah,
places do Buster Keaton boxes because I think they're Creative Commons, so they're kind of basically free to use. It's easy for them just to grab them and get them done. Um, I've got Umbrella. It'll be my last, I think, until no, it won't be. Until I get into this Aussie stuff. But Umbrella have announced the Hatchet collection. You know the Hatchet collection. A lot of people do, except for me. I don't know why I don't know about that. But a lot of people are dropping nuggets, as we used to say, over Hatchet, and Manhunt, which is AKA Hot Pursuit. So it's a Japanese crime thriller from Junya Sato. Um, yeah, that's all they announced. You got anything to add to
cool.
any of that?
Well, I was looking at the Hatchet collection, and
It's going to be
I don't
expensive.
know, for that price, it just seems incredibly high. Um,
It is
just
eight
for
discs, but I think
just for
it's
what you get with it. I
yeah.
mean, yeah,
You
I
get a
don't know, man.
VHS with it too. All that
Yeah, I
bookwork.
mean that is cool. They've done that from time to time.
Hmm.
Um, the usual art cards and whatnot. So yeah,
Yeah.
just
Um,
another big box that they're throwing out into the universe there.
yeah, I'm happy to hold off on that one for however long, if not forever. Um,
Hopefully they do some standard versions of them. That would be cool.
yeah, I'm sure they would. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they will. How many you got to go? I haven't
Well,
been
the
keeping
last
track.
one is something that I've come across
Oh, have you got one?
that I
Have you only
hadn't
got one to
actually.
go?
Yeah, pretty much.
What want me to do? I've got a couple. I'll just before you do, I'll let you go last. So I'll finish off these two
Yep,
labels before I get into the Australian stuff. So Ken
no
and Lawbo,
worries.
there's only two coming in July that we haven't already spoken about, and that's The Island and Flight, the Denzel Washington movie Flight. They've announced those in
Yep.
4K. The rest that they've got is Blu-ray. I don't talk about their Blu-ray because they're not region compatible with Australia. Sorry, anyone not listening to us in Australia, but I just couldn't be bothered going through all their Blu-rays, to be honest. Mad Men have delayed their Kurosawa box set because they promised them all in 4K. One of them, Redbeard, can't be in 4K because of something to do with the transfer. But they didn't reduce the price of their box set. They just gave us one at less 4K. Still the same price, so that was lovely. They're releasing something I've heard nothing but great things about all my film people from Nirvana, the band, the show. Super keen to watch that. So yeah, Madman to bring that out. They're also bringing out last year's Jim Jarmusch film, Father, Mother, Sister, Brother, which I'm obviously very keen for because it's Jim Jarmusch. And Sarat, which was nominated for Best Foreign Picture last year. That's actually out today, I believe, the day this episode releases on 4K and Blu-ray. Well worth checking out Sarat. I wasn't as high on it as most other people. But it's good. Definitely worth checking out. That's it from me before I get on to the Australian. What was your last label?
Um, so the last one, is one I haven't looked at for a while. Grindhouse releasing.
Oh yeah.
Um, they're putting out one called Scarlet Warning 666. But that's not why I looked back at their site. I did see on Dawn of the Discs that Pieces was getting a 4K, and I was like, wow, I've that's been in one of my wish lists at some point.
Not sure I know what that is.
Because I've only got that on Blu-ray, and they're doing that. It's not actually on their site yet or any news, but
Mm.
obviously, if Dawn has said something about it, it's coming. So
Hmm.
yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I'm a massive fan of that film. Still got my VHS of it,
Oh wow.
and I would hope that it is the full uncut version of it because that would be unbelievably sick.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's all my
Hmm.
labels for this month.
Okay.
Um,
I've cool, thank you. That's yeah, Grindhouse do some strange stuff too.
oh yeah,
I've got a couple of predictions that I think I've seen on and off. I might have mentioned a couple of these already, but I'm 100%, 99.9% sure Pretty Woman will be getting a 4K. They're trying to sell the Blu-ray really cheap. The Commitments, the Irish film from the 80s, I think, about the band. The
yeah.
Commitments. I've talked about that. My dad used to love that film. I'm pretty sure that will get an upgrade 4K. I'm predicting BFI will be doing that. And this one excites me because I've been seeing this cheap-ish on Amazon too. Scream Factory Blu-ray of Demon Knight is going cheap, so I'm very confident they're going to give me a 4K of that, which will just make my already great physical media year even greater with Demon Knight because I fucking love that movie so much. I've seen it. Couldn't even tell you how many times. Be more than 20, 30 times that I've seen Demon Knight. I think it's just great. So campy and fun. I love Tales from the Crypt stuff anyway. So anyway, they're my predictions. Any thoughts on those? Any hopes for those as well?
Well, Demon Knight, obviously, if
Hmm,
Scream Factory did it, there'd be a no-brainer, and they should
100%.
totally do a double of just Demon
With
Knight
board,
and Bordello.
wouldn't that be cool? They'll release steelbooks of both would be great though too, actually.
Fuck yeah. I mean, Demon Knight transfer, some of those colors would just be
Mm,
off the charts.
absolutely. Mm, yeah, they would. Billy Zane is so great in that movie. He's just so fucking over the top. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. So on to the Australian stuff. Um, it's highly likely. Um, I don't know, I can talk about that. I can't remember. I won't talk about that. Um, okay. I'm just going to start from July. There's going to be a bit of a promotion at JB Hi-Fi from July 8th. There's a fuck ton of Blu-rays and 4Ks coming on the 8th of July that's going to fit into a promotion. Here is the beginning of the list, and most these this first lot are going to be priced around the $17 mark. So we have Go, remember Go, the Doug Liman
Fuck
film?
yeah. Woo.
Yeah. Yep. Some of these are first time on Blu-ray in Australia or long out of print too. So Go, Ice Storm, Lord of Dogtown, The Straight Story, The Fisher King, Babe, Billy Madison is fine. And I don't think it's ever had a Blu-ray in Australia, Billy Madison. From Dusk Till Dawn is getting a Blu-ray here. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Liar Liar, which is great. I've been looking for Liar Liar for a long time. It's very hard and rare to find. Basketball is getting a release here. The Matt and Trey Parker and Stone, the South Park guys film. Life is Beautiful. Thank fuck Life is Beautiful is finally getting a Blu-ray here. Um, Late 90s movie called Belly is getting a Blu-ray and a 4K. Rules of Attraction, the Roger Avery film. Keen to see that. And a movie called War that has Jet Li and Jason Statham in it is also coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one because um yeah, I can't really say anything about it because if you haven't seen it, I'd give it away. But yeah,
I
it's just
haven't,
a
but
different role for Statham, that one.
mm,
And it's a bit of a under the rug one, like it doesn't get much talk,
mm.
but it's worth checking out. It actually comes under War, and there's another title that it comes
Okay.
under
Right.
as well. So pretty
Um,
cool, man.
yeah. Here's a few more that are going to be priced around the $20 mark. Inland Empire is getting a double disc. Inland Empire I watched for the first time, I think last month, and it was fucking strange, as you'd expect from David Lynch. Ali, the Michael Mann directed that, didn't he? The Will Smith film, Ali. We're getting The Grudge, as in the Sarah Michelle Gellar remake of the Japanese film. Insomnia. the Christopher Nolan film with Al Pacino and Robin Williams. I nearly said Robert De Niro. And Zoolander is getting a re-release. I'm pretty sure Zoolander's had a Blu-ray here before. Now these are the 4Ks coming on the same day. 4K Blu-ray combo for most of these. Hannibal, Hard Target. You can stop me at any time to talk about these films if you want to. Hard Target, Pillow Talk, an old Cary Grant film, which the timing of that is incredible because I've actually recently lined up Pillow Talk as a watch soon movie. Cary Grant, I need to watch all of his films. Mean Girls is finally getting an Australian release in 4K. Red Eye, um, the Wes Craven, Rachel McAdam, Cillian Murphy film. Crank, Jason Statham film, getting a 4K. The Italian
Yep.
Job from 2003. The Straight Story is also getting a 4K. Murder in the First. This one might pique your interest. You've heard of Murder in the First. Christian Slater, Kevin Bacon, Gary Oldman getting a 4K.
Is that going to be, that's a 4K, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, wow. That's
Yeah.
that's
That's
fucking
cool, right?
huge.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
That's I mean, some shock titles coming. Sense and Sensibility, I think that's the one with Keira Knightley, I think, and Emma Thompson. I think it's that version's finally coming. Step Brothers, we're getting a 4K double pack with that. As in,
Wow.
yeah. And Belly is also getting a 4K.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yep. Now Steelbooks, these are coming, 100% coming. Cable Guy is getting a 3-disc steelbook set. Cable Guy. Oh, I'm so fucking pumped for that, man. I love Cable
Oh my
Guy.
God. Wow.
It's going to be a good one. Talladega Nights also getting a 3-disc steelbook collector's edition. These aren't going to be cheap, obviously going to be $70, $80 mark, sadly. The Cable Guy one might even be more than that, apparently. The
Probably be a
Untouched,
hundred.
yeah, it could be. Like, honestly, who the fuck knows at this point? The Untouchables getting a steelbook. Sleepy Hollow is getting its steelbook release in Australia. We got the standard edition of that late last year. And The Hunt for Red October, which is a cool one to be getting. I think that's been announced overseas, but we're getting it here in Australia. Later in the year, we will be getting a big bells and whistles O-ring extras 2 or 3 disc Tropic Thunder. Don't know if it's steelbook, but it's just a 4K. And I can confirm, finally, after announcing this probably October last year, that on September 2, at this stage, No Country for Old Men will be getting a 4K release in Australia. And Crime 101, which is the recent Amazon film, which is on Prime Video with Chris Hemsworth, which I still haven't bloody watched yet. I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's pretty good, but haven't gotten to it yet. Before I move, I've got more to go on with. Did you want to talk about any of those at the moment? Is that all? There's a
I
lot.
mean, there's some bangers in there, like
Fuck yeah.
Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Fuck. Um,
I
and
cannot watch that movie enough.
I mean, there's a few in there that have had 4Ks as imports, Crank,
Yep.
being one of them. I actually don't have Crank on 4K, but I love that movie. It's just
Mm.
good fun.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, far out. The
Mm.
2026 is just tearing us a new hole in our pocket.
It's not sustainable, is it? I'm excited for Talladega Nights for sure. As well
Oh,
because I
for
love that.
sure.
That's such a great film. And also those steelbooks. There's no dates on when they're coming out. They're just coming this year, as planned at the moment. Um, Long term, so we're going to move into August. We have Madagascar 1 and 2, which I'm excited about. Those movies are great. I watched those so many times when my kids were little. Oliver, the you remember Oliver?
Yeah,
More.
yeah, yeah. That's old.
American. We're getting American Pie 2 on 4K.
That's cool.
Here's one that'll rip your fucking socks off. Iron Maiden live in concert, Burning Ambition, all formats, and a theatrical release as well. It's actually going to theaters, this movie.
Oh my God. My
Iron Maiden
socks.
live in concert, Burning Ambition tour. So we're getting it on
My
DVD,
socks are
Blu-ray, and
gone.
4K. I know, right? Um, Hilarious. The originals Fast and the Furious is getting a Dolby remaster steelbook. Um,
That's
Johnny,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Johnny Handsome, the Walter Hill film. which is that Mickey Rourke?
Yeah,
Yep, because I didn't imprint release that last year. Someone did. It's actually still quite expensive to buy. Um,
it was in the Walter Hill box set.
is it in the box set? Is it? Ah, okay.
Yep.
There's also a standard of it. There's also just a single edition of it too. Yeah. This one is one you've spoken about. I think this was on your wish list. Enemy at the Gates. We're getting a 4K.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. This is August. So this is August at the moment. Yeah. Yep. And also United 93, which is the Paul Greengrass movie, the about the 9/11 guys who stopped the plane attacking somewhere else. Had
Yeah,
the
that's a brutal
It's
film.
fucking no. It's a
It's
very, very good movie, but yeah, brutal. Like, yeah, the sacrifice those people made. Yeah, chills actually. Goosebumps right now thinking about it. It's crazy. A lot of TV coming. I'm not 100% sure on timelines of this, but we're getting Mobland on TV, the TV show, Tulsa King season 3. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft. I think the James Cameron directed. We'll be getting that in Australia. Landman season 2, NCIS season 23. If you're keeping up with that. Outlander season 6, and also getting the Madison season 1. So a lot of Paramount TV have got their ask back into gear, and we're getting a lot of physical media releases from them, which is great. Moving into September, this is my most anticipated film of the year. Physical release will be coming for Disclosure Day in September. I assume we'll be getting a steelbook, etc., of that as well. No confirmation, but it just makes sense that we'll get a steelbook of that. Donnie Brasco, epic scary
oh
movie.
yeah,
The first scary movie, we'll be getting a 4K of that to coincide with obviously the new one. Chaplin, I've spoken about this before, but Chaplin will be coming in September. Blood Simple, the Coen Brothers debut.
yeah.
The Frankenstein Legacy Collection, all on 4K, as well as the Wolfman Legacy Collection. They are the original Universal horrors from the 30s and 40s. And Peter Jackson's The Lovely Bones, also getting a 4K. I've never seen that.
You have to see that.
Yeah,
That
well, I will in
I would
September if I'm
I
lucky.
would I'd even check that out if you can
Yeah,
before it comes out because
okay. I've heard good and bad, so I've never bothered.
it's a hard watch.
Okay, okay.
It's but it's an amazing film. It mind-blowing performances. It's yeah, I reckon you'll like it.
Um, there's a couple here I can't talk about, maybe until next month, sadly. That's for October. I'll tell you off air, I think. November, though, we're getting Shrek for the 25th anniversary, Steelbook and Standard, and Shrek 2 will just be a standard, no steel, and True Grit. And I'm pretty sure that's the Coen Brothers True Grit in 4K.
Yep.
And to be confirmed, Yellow Jacket season 3 plus a lot of other Paramount Plus TV shows in quarter 4. Um, and yeah, that's all I can talk about at the moment. Hopefully by next month I'll have some other bigger news actually when we talk about distribution rights in this country. Um, yeah, man, we're almost at time to wrap it up. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, that's huge.
It's a big
Some of
list, isn't
those
it?
titles, it's
Yep.
just like those Blu-ray titles, like
Mm,
I mean, Go.
go. Yes, super keen.
How many
Go.
people even know who Go is or what it is? Like, it's just
I feel sorry for them
it's an
because Go is amazing.
it's a VHS oddity, really.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. For all the films that tried to emulate Pulp Fiction, Go was the best at it, for sure. Absolutely the best. And I'm keen for Life is Beautiful, Liar Liar, um, Billy Madison. I don't have on Blu-ray. I do have the Babe 4Ks. Fisher King I own the Criterion. Straight Story. I'm very keen. Watched the Straight Story for the first time pretty recently on Mubi, and fucking loved it. Probably my favorite David Lynch film straight away. It's amazing. So good. Yeah. They're the Blu-rays I'm looking for in that collection. Mm. It's going
and
to be
even like
interesting.
from dusk till dawn, like to get that on
Yes.
Blu-ray here is that's a big one. That's
Oh,
that's a really
yeah,
big one.
it is a really big one. And maybe some bigger news coming about that later in the year as well. Um, is there anything you want to wrap up with, or should we tie it up? I think we're going to leave it on
No,
those cliffhangers.
I reckon that's about it, man. I think we've
Yeah.
we've smashed it out the park this time.
Yes, we've done yeah, there's a lot to talk about, and hopefully, if you're listening and gotten this far, that you are excited as we are about what we're getting in this country, for 2026, and with more announcements to come. I can promise you that there'll be some things I'll be able to talk about, hopefully next month as well. So stay tuned, be aware, stay alert. Thank you all for listening and tuning in. Share this page. You can hit me up on KerbRider underscore screen time on Instagram. Um, yeah, like, subscribe, share the shows just so we can keep ticking along and doing what we love to do with a bit more buy-in. We'd love it. We are a part of the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network. Wherever you get your podcast, there is much for you to find and discover. Please, yeah, keep listening and hang out for next month. And happy bog off, everyone. Good luck, and hopefully you get what you want and get some great deals. Remember to split your purchases between the prices that you buy. Don't go buy $100 item and twin it with a $20 item. Twin it with another $100 item to get your value for money. That's the only way to do it. Remember, you can do that. Demand it in store. If you go in store, say you want to scan them separately, don't let them bully you. Depends on the stuff that you get. They'll try and piss you off. Don't allow it to happen. Because I've heard horror stories about some staff just not allowing multiple purchases, which is ridiculous. Anyway, just walk away from them and come back and get served by someone else. Anyway, good luck, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in. We will see you all next time. Bye for now.
See you later.